Hello friends, happy Monday. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. My name is Maritza and I am an elementary school teacher, and it is a beginning of the week here in my classroom, and it has been a very busy morning. On top of that, it is Monday and it is March 22nd. I thought this week would be fun to share with you guys a week in my life right before spring break. So we will see what is in store for us this week in my classroom. If you are new to my channel, a little bit about me is that I am an elementary school teacher in the state of North Carolina, and I teach a multi-grade classroom. So I'm a homeroom teacher for 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade as a dual language immersion teacher, and I teach both the English and the Spanish portion of it. So this week I thought it'd be fun to share with you guys just what the week looks like, what is going on here in my classroom, and share with you all the things right before spring break. Hopefully I get to share with you guys more of what's happening in the classroom and some things that I'm doing and trying, and then I just hope some of that positivity and motivation. And if you are not in the classroom or you're at home, whatever it is that you're doing, I just hope something inspires you, motivates you, however and wherever you are. I just hope that it just kind of rubs off on you, and being able to teach from home or from school, you are still teaching and making a difference. So I hope that this video this week inspires you, and let's dive into it, because I already have a busy morning and I'm already not so much running late, but I'm just kind of in a rush because it's just been that kind of morning. My husband has actually gone on deployment. It's not a super long deployment, but it is a deployment, so I terribly miss him, and it's been really hard to find that motivation, and I just kind of find myself in a really under a cloud. So if you are a military wife, please reach out to me with some tips on how to keep positive and how to keep happy and busy and just being able to do all the things even when your spouse is gone. But this morning, of course, I drop off the baby, and he didn't have such a great morning. I mean, he had a great morning at home, but then I dropped him off at school and he was just kind of crying and clinging on to me. And I know it's the weekend. After the weekend, he's kind of clinging on a Monday, but it was extra clingy this morning and didn't want to leave. So it really breaks my heart when he acts like that on Monday, because I leave his school and come to school to work very sad. So it's super hard on Mondays on me, and just thinking of all the things I have to do when I get here. I put up my slides and I just set things up. I set up the morning activities, so it's like super busy in the morning. So I try to do everything before I get to school, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. And I'm also studying for this test here, the North Carolina test. Let me know if you've taken this North Carolina state test. I am having so much anxiety about it. I am taking it after spring break. So because I'm licensed in Texas, North Carolina has their own licensing, and just like the test perspective doesn't transfer. So I have to figure that out and take the test. I took the math one, which was so hard for me. I did not like the math one. I think that was worse than the one in Texas, honestly. And now I'm gonna have to study for the reading one. And then those are the only two I have to take. When I was in Texas, I had to take all 5, which were the bilingual, the pedagogy, and the, I think I don't know if I said that right, but all the 5 tests that you have to do to be certified for a regular gen ed teacher and a bilingual teacher. So here my state licensing for bilingual covers my dual language ability to teach, but I have to take the rest of them just to be able to finish or continue teaching here. However long more we'll be here in the state of North Carolina. So it'll be quite interesting. This week I'm hoping to make time for that and all the things, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little moment to get myself ready for the day, and then I will share with you guys more on what's happening in the classroom and catch up with you guys later, probably maybe during my lunch, maybe during my planning. We will see when I pick up the camera again. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Hello friends, so it is now almost the end of the day. We're at midday right at this point, and it has been a really busy but great morning so far, and hopping into the afternoon. It's now after lunch already. And I was able to talk to my husband during lunch. We always FaceTime. It's kind of the only time I get to see him, because he works kind of like the afternoonish shift into the evening, so it's pretty busy for him. And what he's doing is he's in Philadelphia vaccinating, so he's pretty busy, and they're doing as much as they can, so I don't get to talk to him a whole lot, but I'm thankful that I do get to talk to him. And don't mind my books back there. I've got St. Patrick's and a couple books that are spring, but I haven't gotten a chance to change out my books. And then I had some books for author study that we were working on. And this is my favorite, Jumanji by Von Allsburg. So that's what I'm gonna plan to do in just a little bit, kind of go through my books and organize that part. But I'm super excited because I started, my third graders started a book, and I'm gonna go grab it. My third graders started a book as a novel study, and we're reading in Spanish the Lemonade Ward and La Guerra de la Limonada. So I'm super excited to read this with them. They were excited as well, so I'm excited to continue reading that. And I do plan on printing like a guided practice sheet, or just like to be able to use comprehension as we read the novel book. So I'm super excited about that. And I did post what my 4th and 5th graders were reading as a class on my Instagram, if you're not following me there. But I did post what we were reading, and it is the one and only Ivan in Spanish. So we're reading this one in class, and we're about a little bit past halfway. El único y incomparable Ivan, el único y el incomparable Ivan. So we're reading those 2 books as our novel study for each grade, and I'm super excited about it because I just love incorporating novel studies as groups. And I've kind of struggled this year because we're a multi-grade, and I didn't think it was helpful to have my 3rd graders reading what 4th and 5th grade were reading. So I started off all together with the one and only Ivan, but then I split it up, and I decided, you know what, we're gonna do one just with 3rd grade, and then 4th and 5th a different one. So next year when we have the 3rd grade combo, which is what it looks like, then I'll have us do a different book, because 4th grade going into 5th grade would have already read that, and then so on. So it's a little bit of a thinking process, but I'm sure it'll work out, and just getting experience with different books will be fun as well. So I introduced that today, and I was super exciting because we're coming into that time of the year where I don't want them to be struggling coming to school or not so motivated. So I want to make sure I have things that motivate them and just encourage them to read. And we're also starting our reading challenge as a school, so that's super exciting. I believe there's prizes or an obstacle course thing that they're gonna do as a school, so they're super excited about that, and they were wondering if they could use that book for their challenge, and I said absolutely, you can use that book. So they're super motivated, and that is the ultimate goal. Report cards go home today, so I gotta go do that, make sure everything is sorted, and I'm pretty sure it is, because I have an amazing teacher assistant who gets all of that done, so I'm pretty sure that's done already. But I do need to prep some stuff for tomorrow and the rest of the week, so I'm prepared throughout the week. This is actually our last week of virtual Wednesdays. We have class virtually on Wednesdays, and then we come to school Mondays and Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, so we come 4 days a week. But actually this is our last week of virtual Wednesdays. I'm excited but kind of worried of how it's gonna look like when they're here all 4 days, if we're gonna be able to handle that. I don't know. It helps the kids with just having just a more consistent structure, so that's really good for them. So I have to prepare for the rest of the week because I definitely want the week to flow well, and it's just easier when everything is prepared, and also just so I can leave on time as well and just be home and do all the things. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some of those things, and then hopefully I'll catch up with you guys maybe after my planning and share some things that I have going on. All right, friends, it is now the end of the day and I am heading home. It is past 3:45, so I have to head home. Good thing is groceries have already been dropped off. Yay! I don't have to get my groceries. But one thing, teacher tip, I highly recommend is to always leave your workspace clean and ready for the next day. Nothing beats coming to school in the morning with a nice, clean, organized desk area to start the morning off fresh, and it just is the best feeling. And also I highly recommend to organize your desks, your student desks, to be clean and organized, and also like wiping them down is super helpful, and just kind of cleaning up the floor, tidying up. And that's just a really big tip that has helped me throughout the years and has worked really well for me, because not always do I have time in the morning, so it just feels so much better when I come in to school the next day and it is nice and clean and ready to go for the next day. So I am going to head out and go home, work out, do my thing, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Totally forgot to mention that another thing I absolutely love is stamping books. I love getting books from my classroom library. Here are a bunch of books that I recently got. All the time different schools I've been to like give away books and like reuse them, or they retire and they're giving away their class library. So I went ahead and went through some boxes and got some new books. Yay, I'm so excited. Some great ones I've found are, the ones I usually get are like chapter books. Some have their series, and some of them are also like even the nonfiction ones I really like. I got the whole set of the Babysitter's Club, the older version, and just some other books that are medal award books. So I like to carry those in my classroom. But I had a student stamp them for me, and I got this stamp on Etsy, I believe it was, and I had a student stamp all the books for me, and basically it just says, or my stamp is stamping the books, letting them know they're part of our classroom library, and it just says, actually I'll show you. Let me show you what it looks like inside the book. And it looks like this. And all my class library books say, from the library of Mrs. Laura, read it, love it, return it. And I just think it's a really easy way, so I don't have to like write in the books, but just stamp them and ready to go into our class library. Works really, really great. And then when somebody finds my book from the class library, they already know what room it belongs to, and students also can see that it belongs to our class library. We gotta read it, love it, and return it. So I'm gonna be adding some new books. I'm gonna display them and show the kids that we have some new books in our library to choose from as well. And that's it. That's all I wanted to share. This is a really cool stamp. And now I will see you guys tomorrow. Hello friends, happy Tuesday. It is now Tuesday afternoon actually, and it is way past the end of the day. It is actually 5 o'clock and I am sitting at my son's soccer practice. It has been a day, and that is the least to say, because that's why I didn't vlog in my classroom today. There was just a lot of things going on very early in the morning. Just a lot of things were going on, and I just was like mentally really exhausted. And I mean, it happens. That is work life if you're a teacher mom, a working mommy, if in general, I think you kind of need a day, and not every day is going to be fantastic, but I am choosing to be positive about my day and be positive about all the great things that are going on. I would say just like my class is really awesome and things are going really well in our classroom. So I'm super excited about that, no doubt about it. But just like the other things that we have going on, like the other background things as a teacher that we have to do, not always fall in the right place where we want it to go. So that was that kind of day. I've had report cards that went out, and as soon as report cards go out, I always get messages. Well, not always, but here and there I'll get a message, and it's been very interesting juggling like the multi-grades and juggling the how I'm grading and how I'm teaching content. So I think I'll leave that for a whole nother video and share with you guys the things I've learned and the things that have been working and the things that I've had to change. Lesson learned. But it's just kind of been that kind of day, and I had to leave right on time from school because my son has soccer practices on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that's what I'm doing here right now. It is so pretty outside though. It's in the low 70s, mid 70s degrees right now. So it's been really nice outside, and it's supposed to be like this the rest of the week. So I'm super excited about the weather. Nice weather always puts me in the greatest mood. I don't know about you guys, but it puts me in a really good mood, and just being able to enjoy being outside is super nice. I've got my drink with me. I have a I lost my train of thought. I have a mass gainer smoothie with me. I take mass gainer I want to build some muscle, and I don't think I'm going to be able to work out today just because his practice goes to like 6:30ish when the sun goes down, and then I have to study, make dinner still, and bedtime routine. So I don't know if I'll get to. I might hop on the bike. We will see. At least maybe a 30-minute workout might do me some good. But I do want to read that book that I showed you earlier this week and study. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. I think it's just been that kind of day, and I brought my little ones with me, so they're outside. There he is, waiting for me while I catch up with you guys. Come in, Maxie. So I'm going to end the day here, and I'm going to see, and I'll see you guys, yeah, tomorrow, Wednesday. What do you want, baby?
Snack gummies.
Snack gummies? Look at your hair. What's going on with your hair?
What?
Your hair.
What?
Oh my gosh. His hair is a mess.
Mommy, snack for me.
Hello friends, happy Wednesday. I'm actually eating my lunch right now. It's already almost 2 o'clock, guys, and it has just flown by. I'm getting some planning done. I've got some fun things going on for 4th and 5th grade. We're gonna do a text structure, well, it's actually upside down, text structure like matching for tomorrow. And we're gonna do some text structure with magazines, so I'm super excited about that. And our school got food trucks, so I've got some really unhealthy food, all fried, but some or deep fried Oreos, I think that's what they're called, and chicken strips and fries. So super healthy today, but it's all good. We only get food trucks every once a year, I guess. So this afternoon I've just got a bunch of planning to do and just setting up for next week and then getting ready for when we get back. Like I want to leave everything ready for when we come back from spring break, and I wanted to fix some desks as well, and then I think that's pretty much it. My camera is actually low battery, so I might have to see you guys tomorrow. But that's pretty much all I'm gonna do today and then call it a day. So I think I will probably have to check back with you guys tomorrow. Water. Whew. All right, hello friends, happy Thursday. Today is now Thursday, yay! A day closer to Friday and closer to my spring break. I am so excited. It has been a day, y'all. We are finally toward the end of the day and I am just now sitting down. I think it's been a whole day since I've sat down, honestly. But it's been a good day so far. So good. And just a couple little tweaks here and there that I've had to redirect some students. But other than that, we've done a fabulous job. We've got to observe and go through soil for science in 3rd grade, and for 4th and 5th grade it has morning or ELA in the morning or reading block. Was so fun. I had so much fun with the activity. I have to show you what we did in just a minute. I'll pick up the camera and show you guys what we did, but basically it just went really well. I love going and deterring away from like curriculum because it just allows my students and I to just like blossom in our learning. So I love doing like little activities like that here and there that allow them to like have a tangible text and just being able to learn from diverse texts, not just one, but from diverse texts. So it was super exciting, our lesson, and I think for the most part, just like the sun is shining outside today, and it has just made me so excited about just being able to be excited about today. Every time there is sun, I'm in such a great mood and not feeling like in a slump. But all my students have been doing really great. I think they're all excited about spring break, definitely excited about spring break, but overall, it has been a great day. So let me show you guys that really exciting activity. I think you guys will really enjoy it. I actually got the idea from a blog that I read, or not read, but I found when I was searching for ideas, and it is from funinfifthgrade.com. So I think I found her on Pinterest first, and yeah, I found her on Pinterest first, like the idea of it, and then I kind of branched out from there, but that's where my idea originated from. She is called Fun in 5th Grade, and her name is Angie, and she goes and walks you through the whole thing of what she does in her 5th grade classroom. So I kind of, when I have my 4th and 5th graders, I kind of try to merge everything that we're, like the skill we're working on, but I do definitely separate them and making sure they understand, like we're in 5th grade, we've build up from 4th grade, and in 4th grade we build up from 3rd grade. So it's like a ladder, making sure they understand that it's not just the same thing, but it's a build of what it is. So I definitely make sure I display that like on my objectives on the board, and making sure they understand that we're taking it up a notch as we get older, as we go through the grades. So let me turn this camera around and show you what we did. I was so excited. All right, first things first, and it is posters and lots of texts that are from National Geographic and from Rick Ranger Jr. Some were from Ranger Rick. I think these are the same thing. Well, this is Junior version and this is the Rick version. And I believe I had pulled out some of the Scholastic ones and the Sport Illustrated, and I just let them go wild in picking their magazines that they wanted, the nonfiction, the informational text that they wanted to pick from. And then we did these amazing posters, and I let them go wild with markers, and I did ask them to do it in pencil first, just so that they have that information correct before they permanently put it on their poster. And then they're able to do some text features with it, some pictures. And because we are a dual language immersion classroom, I do have the Spanish and the English, so estructura de texto and then text structure in English. But so far, so great. I did write this out for them, and I just loved how I did go around each group and help them with some of these illustrate or how to explain it. And then I just loved their thinking and how different they all viewed and perceived the text. So I gave them one of these, and then I let them go wild with the magazines. And I just thought it was a great idea to bridge to being able to identify the text, the text structure in an informational text. So a lot of them made that connection as they were doing this, and as I was helping each group understand, we're identifying the text structure. We've already done the compare and contrast in 3rd and 4th grade, and now we're identifying text structure within an informational text. So that was super fun. I love this activity. We're obviously not done yet, so we'll work on this tomorrow on Friday, and then we'll take our end of lesson test on Friday tomorrow, and then we'd be done with it. But I absolutely love things like this, and how it gives students the opportunity to being able to explore and bridge into their thinking and just share differently how diverse text can be within the text structure. So that's what we worked on this morning with 4th and 5th grade, and I absolutely loved it, guys. I highly recommend doing things like that with your students. And again, sitting like on the floor with them, like I'm literally sitting on the floor. And that's what I did. I went around each group and I helped them connect their ideas and thinking, because ultimately I want them to understand the purpose and what we're doing, and understand the logic behind why we're doing it, because it's a skill I want them to take with them as they get older, especially my 5th graders going into middle school. It's definitely a skill I want them to take with them, so that they can grow from it and be able to do those middle school things that middle school world does. And we also look at the text in Spanish. So when I'm going back and forth from English and Spanish, I want to make sure they have a good tangible understanding of it. Yeah. So the rest of the day looks pretty easy, and well, not easy, but it's gonna be a little bit smoother, because we've got all we have left is our recess, and then what I call Starbucks time in the afternoon at 2:30, and then it's dismissal at 3 o'clock. So that afternoon part goes so fast. For my Starbucks time, if you're curious, for Starbucks we do like catch-up work and kind of like a study hall. All of the classrooms at our school have an enrichment time, which is, I believe, 45 minutes to an hour, but we don't have enrichment because of how we're a multi-grade combo class, multi-grade or combo. And my phone is ringing. I don't know who that was. Anyways, our schedule is already so crunched up, so we don't really get that enrichment time, because they come back and we do the rest of our ELA. So I call it Starbucks time, because we only have 30 minutes and we treat it as a cafe moment kind of time. And I usually put my Starbucks apron on, and then I help with their assignments and catching up and making sure they're turning in stuff, and some of them do like their homework, and some of them just, they've done everything, they can choose a thing they want to do, like read a book, or they can play a computer game, or they can do their homework, an early start on their homework. So they kind of get like a free choice there, because it's their time to do what they want with that time. So that is their plan for the rest of the day. And right now I'm gonna go ahead and finish up some lesson plans for when we come back from spring break, and just kind of tidy up my area over there because it's a little messy. And then I'm gonna pack up and get ready to pick them up from their specials. And that's pretty much it. So I will catch up with you guys probably after school. If not, by this afternoon when I take my son to soccer, we will see. Or probably I will see you tomorrow on a Friday. So I will see you when I see you. Hello friends. It is now Friday and I'm actually at home. Where do I begin? I might look like a hot mess right now. Like makeup's all gone. Feeling very, very, very sad today. It is Friday and I'm not usually really, really sad. And I'm coming on here to share with you guys that this is real, real life, friends. And being a teacher is very interesting this year. I do want to share that I've just gotten some really, really hard news, and just really sad for me, because it just is what it is. And I've just had a really hard time today. Wasn't a very happy day, and it has made me really sad to and I'm actually not going to share what happened at school today, just because privacy reasons. I just want to be sure that, what are you chewing on? Sorry. Just be sure that I just wanted it to be confidential, but I do want to let you know that teacher real life struggles are there, and as much as effort and I pour my heart into my classroom, there's always going to be those obstacles, and I'm going to start tearing up. No matter how hard it can be, I feel like it's going to be difficult no matter what, and I'm there for the kids, and I'm always going to be there for the love of teaching and the love of learning. But there are going to be people, and there's going to be places that want to tear you down, and it is, I guess, up to the educator on how they're going to take these experiences and how they're going to just make the best of it. And who knows, I don't even know if I'll like put this footage in there, but I do want you to know that just whoever is out there, if you're a teacher and you're struggling or you've gone through things that are really difficult, and I want you to know you're not alone, and count on those people that are supportive and that know you and all the effort that you put into your classroom, into your students, that they're going to be the support for you, and they're going to be the ones that encourage you, because it's not always going to be easy, and it's definitely nice to be able to hear from other people that you're worth it, that you're doing something good. So that's kind of how today went, and it has not been a great day in that perspective. Other than that, my students have been so great, and I made them little Easter baskets, so I gave it to them at the end of the day because it had candy in them, and they were so loving about it. They were so excited about the little things. So that was sweet of them, and I'm actually gonna go to a birthday party this weekend, one of my students' birthday, so I'm really excited about that and diving into spring break. But I'm not gonna end the vlog here because I do wanna end it on a good note. I think it's just kind of odd to me to end it here crying, sharing my struggles with you. So I think I will pick up the camera back up tomorrow, and hopefully I am feeling better, because yeah, today has been a day with lots of tears and lots of sniffles. I'm going to end the day here though. I ordered some pizza and just kind of relaxing and taking an early bath and snuggling up. I could really use my husband right about now and all day, really. He is my to-go person, my go-to person. So it's been kind of hard being without him and going through all of this, but it is now well off to spring break, and I have lots of things planned with the kids, or should I say vice versa. Kids have lots of things planned that they want to do, and I do definitely want to make sure I'm recharged for after spring break, because definitely know I'll need that to go back. So I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Oh, hi. What you doing? Hi. Hello. Oh, who's so cute? Who's so cute? Who's so cute? What you doing? What little adventures are you up to, huh? Hello friends, happy Saturday. It's already almost, or it is 4 o'clock already, and I don't know where the days went. Here in North Carolina, it's beautiful, it's sunny, it is so nice outside, and I'm so excited because I love good weather. It always puts me in a good mood. And we've done just quite a bit of things today. My 3-year-old had gymnastics this morning, then after that we went to go get some coffee, just him and I, and then we went to Home Goods, and I almost vlogged when I was there, but it just didn't happen. You know, the camera, my 3-year-old didn't go hand in hand, and I hope it's not too loud. It's kind of, the breeze is kind of going by right now. And I just saw some really cute stuff that would be so good in the classroom, like one of the tall tables with the tall chairs. I was like, oh my god, this would be so cute in the classroom. And then I found some like really cute pillows. I didn't get anything for my classroom. I was just focusing on some things that I wanted to decorate in our house, and then just doing a little browsing, having fun at Home Goods. I always like to go there. They have so many cute stuff, and so many stuff actually. And then I came home, and it was almost time for my son, my older one, my oldest had a soccer game today, and we had to get ready for that. So, and look at that, the sun is coming out. So we went to his game, and yes, I'm one of those moms that I'm on the sidelines or in my chair, yeah, go, and just cover, and yes, I'm one of those moms. And I have so much fun with it. I get super pumped about his games and just being able to support him and have fun with it. I love watching him, and he does really good. Today he actually played midfield. He's always played midfield in the past, but since we've moved here, he's been more of a defender. But he's played a lot of both of them, so it was a good game. He was really excited to be able to play as in midfield, so that was super exciting to see him do. And now we are home. So I am going to actually organize my patio. It is a hot mess. You can't really see it from the camera view, but pillows are everywhere. Like, my pillows are gone back here. There was a lot of storms in the past 2 weeks, I guess, and then like lots of wind, so my patio is just a huge mess, and I'm going to organize that right now, water my plants, and then I'm actually gonna go work out and probably get dinner started. I'm gonna make chicken teriyaki today for dinner, and then I'm supposed to have a virtual date with my husband this evening. I've gotten some drinks for me and he's gonna get some too, and I'm hoping that we have our little virtual date. That's one of the things we absolutely love, is going to get to different coffee shops or different breweries, wineries, and just like the social environment is so much fun for us. And that's pretty much it. I'm a pretty early sleeper. I'm not a super late night person unless it's like in a social environment. So other than that, I'm like, peace out guys, I'm going to sleep. And even then I get super sleepy, so I will usually go to bed early, and so do, for the most part, my kids, they go to bed pretty early, my older ones anyway. And that's pretty much it for today. I think I've really kind of told you what happened today. And no work for me, guys. If you are a teacher out there and you're working on a Saturday, that's a big no. You need to refresh and recharge and not do any teacher work related stuff. Spend a day of your weekend just relaxing and enjoying the weekend, being outside, whatever it is that you love to do. That is super important. That's my biggest tip to teachers, because it is well deserved and much needed. So refresh and recharge. Don't forget to do that on the weekend. And I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. It has been so great being with you guys this week, and I really enjoyed sharing this week's ups and downs. It has truly been an adventure this week, and I think it has truly been a reflection of what right before spring break looks like. Yes, it really has. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here, and I hope you guys truly enjoyed being with me this week, and I hope you found some motivation, some inspiration, some reflection throughout this video. And let me know and give me a shout out in the comments. Let me know what is happening with you. If it's your spring break, I'd love to know if you're on like the same time frame as me. I'd love to know if you're going into spring break as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe down below, hit the notification bell for reminder for future videos, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content that I am sharing with you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye!